Hello, 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 everyone. Thank you for giving me the opportunity to spend some time with you to share some information that is absolutely amazing, information that we did not always have access to. My name is Dr. Tonya Calendar, and I am honored to have the opportunity to do this webinar with you, okay? I'm going to ask that you grab a pen and a piece of paper to give yourself an opportunity to take some copious notes, all right? So that you can also write down questions that you may have for the person that sent you to this webinar, whether it was myself, someone on my personal team, or someone that is just in the family of Imarketslive, okay? So remember, grab a pen, piece of paper, so you can take some copious notes, grab something to drink, get comfortable. I have my warm tea here, and I am going to get into this information, all right? Again, I said my name is Dr. Tonya Calendar. I'm excited to have the opportunity to share this information with you. I want to start off by doing a couple of things that I always do whenever I am speaking, whether it's in person, whether it's a webinar, whether it's on a conference call, and that is to first and foremost give all glory and honor to God. He is the head of my life. He is my Father. Jesus is my big brother, and the Holy Spirit is my best friend, okay? I am a mother of 5 amazing, amazing children, and I am the grandmother of 4, so I am super, super excited about that. Now, before I get into the information that I'm about to share with you today, there are some things I want to share with you about Tonya, not Dr. Tonya Calendar with all the alphabets behind my name, okay? And I share a portion of my story because I want to take every excuse away from you on why you can't do or be or get or have anything that you want in life, all right? And as we go through this information, I want you to begin to visualize yourself walking in your wealthy place, because the vehicle that we have here at Imarketslive is a vehicle that truly, truly, truly opens up many doors of opportunity to you, okay? Let me grab some tea. Hold on. Okay, so here we go. Let me tell you a little bit about Tonya, not Dr. Calendar, okay? Tonya, I am from Jacksonville, Florida, born and raised here all of my life. Had a brief stint in Virginia. Going to tell you about that in a second, right? Grew up in a very dysfunctional environment. My mother was a functioning alcoholic. My father and my mother divorced when I was 2. And so when I was about 12, my mother got to the place where she decided she didn't want to be a mom anymore. And she put me out. Okay? So I've been taking care of myself since I was 12 years old. I had my first child at 15, dropped out of high school. Had my second child at 19, my third child, my first child at 15, my second child at 17, my third child at 19, my fourth child at 21. At 21, I married a gentleman that was in the United States Navy, okay? We relocated to Norfolk, Virginia because he was Navy. He was an E3 at the time. So anyone that's familiar with the armed forces, an E3's pay back then was about $1,200. So $1,200 is what we lived on as a family of 6. Things became extremely tight financially, and I made some choices that would ultimately alter the next decade and a half of my life, okay? Those choices took me away from my children, took me away from my then husband. During that separation, I received my GED, took some college courses. Fast forward a little bit. Fast forward about 3 years. 3 years later, I found myself back in Jacksonville with my children. I was now a single mother. I was divorced, and I was staying in low-income housing on public assistance, food stamps, Medicaid, any assistance that I could get is what I was getting during that time. Now, it was something that I learned in my time away from my family. One thing I learned was that I can do and be whoever I choose to be and do whatever I choose to do if I only believed. And so I was looking for an opportunity that would get me and my family out of the situation that we were in. For me, I found the industry of direct sales and network marketing. That is not what this webinar is about, so don't get scared and hang up the phone if you're on the conference call, or or log off if you're on the webinar, sharing my story, okay? And so for me, what transformed my life is the industry of direct sales and network marketing. That industry taught me how to dream bigger and to dream faster. In that industry, the largest, most important component of that industry to be successful is personal development. And I had no idea what that was prior to getting into that industry. But once I found out what personal development was, and I started working on myself from the inside out, success came, all right? I had quite a bit of success with several companies that I've been with, whether it was retailing or whether it was recruiting, but was blessed to have the opportunity not to have to work a job for anybody else. I've been an entrepreneur, self-employed for several years, almost a decade now. And so that industry changed my life. And one of the most important things that industry also taught me was to think outside the box and not to be skeptical of the very thing that can transform your life. All right? And so that's what I want to share with you. That's what I want to ask you to do. Don't be skeptical of the very thing that can transform your life. Now, why did I go through all of that to share my background with you? That portion of my background. And I did that because, as I initially said on the onset of this webinar / conference call, is I want to take every excuse away from you, okay? So the first excuse I've taken away from you is it doesn't make a difference where you are in your life right now. It doesn't make a difference what you've done in the past. It doesn't make a difference if you've been to jail or you've been to Yale. It doesn't make a difference if you're black, white, green, yellow, or purple. None of that makes a difference, okay? And something that is so true is the only difference between a wealthy person and a person that is not wealthy is information. I'm going to say that again. The only difference between a person that is wealthy and a person that is not wealthy is information. And that is exactly what I'm about to share with you. Information that less than 3% of the population had access to that now we have access to. Now, when this opportunity was originally brought to me, I was intimidated. It was a little more than a year ago. And I said no. But I found myself in a place in 2016, going towards the end of 2016, where I was burnt out from the industry of direct sales and network marketing. I was tired of selling. I was tired of convincing. I was tired of motivating people to remember their why. Why did they get in this opportunity in the first place? It was exhausting. However, my income was directly related to me continuing to motivate other people. And so I found myself in 2016 saying, I don't want to do this anymore. I love people, but I didn't like people at the time, right? I love people, but I did not want people's actions to dictate my income, all right? I did not want another person's actions to dictate my income. And so I prayed and I asked for it. I said, God, I need an opportunity to place my hands to something that I can do, and it multiplies exponentially. And so when this opportunity was brought back to me, there were 3 individuals that I was looking at as far as leadership. And after speaking or connecting with those 3, I chose one in particular, and his name is Mr. Reginald Stinson. He is the founder of the Unit of Prosperity, what we affectionately call UOP. After having a conversation with Mr. Stinson, I realized that he was the person that I needed to be connected to in this season, all right? And so one of the products that was shared with me, which I'm going to go into the products in just a second, was a product where you simply copy, paste, and go into profit. You copy and paste some information on your cell phone and go into profit. And so I partnered with Mr. Stinson, received the swipe trade alert, copied the information from one app, put it into another app. Everything was done on my cell phone, and I went into a $22 profit in about 2 minutes. For me, that was it. Okay, because when I went into that profit on my phone, I was laying in my bed, stressed out, depressed, wasn't combing my hair, wasn't brushing my teeth, I wasn't eating, and I saw the power of what I had my hands on, and I got excited, all right? And it was not my intent to share it with anyone. It wasn't my intent to recruit or any of the other terms you want to use. But when I've seen how it's absolutely transformed my life with the skill set that I've learned here at Imarketslive and how it's transforming so many other people's lives that I'm personally connected to, I could not not share it, all right? Now, Imarketslive is a phenomenal educational platform, and the skill that you learn is in the foreign exchange market. And I'm sure you're wondering, what is the foreign exchange market, or Forex? You may have heard some people call it Forex. Well, let me give you a little bit of information about the foreign exchange market, what it is and what it isn't, and the power of it, okay? Now, what the foreign exchange market is, it is a $5.3 trillion a day industry, not to be confused with the stock market. The stock market is about a $52 billion a day industry on a good day, all right? And so what are you doing in the foreign exchange market? You're simply trading one currency for another. This market is open 24 hours a day, 5 days a week. It is the largest, most liquid financial market on the planet. Why is it important that this market has liquidity? In the stock market, you would have to sell your stock, wait to get your money. However that process, that transaction is, that is not the case with the foreign exchange market. It is a liquid market. You can pull your money out of the market as soon as you make a profit. You can pull your money out every day. It takes as long as a bank transfer normally takes, okay? And that's dependent upon your broker. There are flexible trade sizes. Everything that you learn here at Imarketslive, you have the opportunity to practice it first in your demo account with Monopoly money, I like to call it, before you go into your live or real account. The skill set that we learned today with Imarketslive is a skill that master traders, that's what they're called, master traders already know and have. And the major banking institutions, every major banking institution on the planet, hedge funds, government agencies, and large retail traders have access to this skill set. They understand the skill set. They understand the power of the foreign exchange market. And everything that you learn and everything that you do here at Imarketslive can be done from your smart device, from your cell phone, from your iPad. All you need is Wi-Fi capability, okay? Now, I'm going to share a little bit of history about the foreign exchange market, because some of you may say, I've never heard of it. What is this? This is something that just popped up. It's a phase. It's a fad. It's one of those things. Well, no. The foreign exchange market in its infancy was called the gold standard, okay? And that was back in the 1800s. What we know it as today is was formed in the 1940s, okay? So it's a very powerful market. It's a very strong market. Unlike the stock market, the foreign exchange market has never crashed, okay? There will never be a deficit in currency. I need you to hear me. There will never be a recession or a deficit in currency, all right? Now, why is the skill set that Imarketslive offers so powerful? I'm going to give you two examples, okay? The first example I'm going to give you was back in 2007, 2008, when the United States, when the world was in a recession, all right? Our 44th president, President Barack Obama, did something that a lot of people took issue with initially, but it was something that had to be done. I know you remember when we bailed out the banking institutions, the industry of banking, right? Well, that was something we absolutely had to do, or life as we know it would have collapsed. So that's neither here nor there. But what we did was, when we did that, we bailed out one of the largest banks on the planet, and that bank is called Goldman Sachs, all right? We loaned them $6 trillion to get themselves out of their deficit and get back into a stable place. $6 trillion. They returned that $6 trillion to us in 6 weeks. I need to say that again and say it slowly so you can catch what I'm saying here, okay? We loaned them $6 trillion, and in 6 weeks, they were paid that $6 trillion. How powerful is that? Some of us can't get $20 back from our cousin from 2 years ago, right? So what happened? What did they do with the $6 trillion for it to multiply exponentially to be able to return the loan as well as put themselves back in the positive? I'll get to that in just a moment. The next example I'm going to give you is Queen Elizabeth. Very similar thing happened to their financial structure as well, to their economy. So what did Queen Elizabeth do? This is what she did. She did the exact same thing that the powers that be at Goldman Sachs did. She gave her money to master traders. She actually gave her money to 5 master traders, who in turn took her money and put it in the foreign exchange market, and with the skill set that they have, allowed that money to multiply exponentially to take their economy out of a deficit. That is the power of the skill set that master traders possess. And that is also the skill set that you have access to here at Imarketslive. Now, I want to give you a little bit more information so you can have a strong foundation of the power of what I'm sharing with you as I continue. Now, you know when you go in your bank, there's a small plaque that's posted somewhere inside the bank. And the plaque simply reads, the FDIC will insure up to $250,000 per depository account. All right? Some of us didn't pay that much attention because we didn't have that kind of money in the bank at the time. So if the bank collapsed, just give me my $50, right? Just give me my $100, right? Or my account's in the negative, the bank crashed, good, I don't have to pay them back, right? But what if you had $500,000 in the bank and that bank collapsed? How much money would you get back? Of course, only $250,000, because the FDIC has told you that they're only going to insure up to $250,000 in each account. So that leads me to my first question for you. Where do wealthy people place their money? I get so many different answers. Oh, they place it in real estate. They place their money overseas, and all of that is true. But where do wealthy people place their money so that it multiplies? Because that is what wealthy people do. They ensure that their money is placed in instruments that allow it to multiply and not just sit there, or it only accrues a small amount of interest. All right, and I'll tell you what they do. They place their money in what's called a brokerage account. Broker accounts yield anywhere from a 3 to 10%. Hear me clearly. When your money is placed in a broker account, it multiplies anywhere from 3 to 10% per day, plus, based on how many days that money is being traded in that account. And the foreign exchange market is open 5 days a week. So you have the possibility of having your money multiply 20 days per week, okay? Anywhere from 3 to 10% plus per day. That is the power of a broker account. Understand this. A broker account is just like your personal checking or savings account. That is an account that you would get on your own. You would choose your broker just like you've already chosen your personal banking institution. You have access to your money. Imarketslive does not. That just happens to be the account that the master traders have the ability to trade out of, and you have the ability to trade out of as well once you learn the skill set, okay? So I've shared with you the power of the foreign exchange market. I've shared with you the power of the skill set that master traders possess. Now I'm going to answer your question. What exactly is Imarketslive? And I'm so glad you asked that question. Imarketslive is a first-class Forex education provider. There are no third-party services. Everything is done in-house. We have a dynamic, phenomenal learn and earn environment, okay? We're operating in 120 countries worldwide, and we're truly bringing Wall Street to Main Street. All marketing is done through word of mouth, and we're a debt-free, privately owned company, okay? Now, I want to share a quick statement from the CFO of our company, ISIS, okay? What is our purpose? Chris and I believe in creating a true vehicle that will bring people respect, dignity, and power to change their lives and the lives of others around the world. And that is absolutely what we have access to here as we learn the skill set at Imarketslive. Now, how can Imarketslive help you learn and earn? I'm so glad you asked me that question as well. We have several products that I'm going to run through really quickly to share with you the power of what we have here on our educational platform to learn as well as earn. Now, we have our mirror traders, which are the first products that I'm going to share with you. Now I'm going to take another excuse away from you. Well, Tonya, I hear you talking about this being a educational platform. I don't want to learn anything right now. I'm too old to learn. I'm too young to learn. I don't have time. I hear you, okay? So our first two products, which are our mirror traders, are 100% hands-free. If any of you have been following me or any one of my business partners that are personally connected with me or anybody else, you're seeing their results live on social media in their auto traders, okay? Our mirror auto traders or mirror traders, this is a 100% hands-free product. You have master traders that are trading your money for you. Let me say that again. You have master traders that are trading your money for you. I've already shared the power of the skill set that they possess. So until you learn it for yourself, if you ever desire to learn it for yourself, you have access to two products that will do it for you. You have the opportunity to choose your own broker, as I said earlier. You get to choose the master trader that you'd like to have trading your money based on their resume. You deposit and withdraw funds at any time through your broker, and we offer 100% transparency, which means you can look at your account at any time. You can look at your broker account at any time and see how those master traders are performing for you. The first mirror trader account is called FX Signals Live. This is our wealth compounding long-term instrument. Okay, this is something that this is an instrument you want to use if you want to build your dream home or dream homes, or this is for your retirement in the future. And for those of you that are on the webinar, there's a statistic there that says 75% of the population has less than $5,000 in the bank for retirement. And I always share based on my personal demographics. I personally believe it's a lot less than that. There's a higher percentage of people that do not have any savings at all, let alone $5,000, okay? So FX Signals is one of our hands-free mirror traders where it's more of a long-term growth process. This is where you want to sit your money in it and allow it to grow and compound. The next hands-free now, product that we have is our IML Fusion Trader. This is more of a short-term goal. You're saving for your dream car, okay, your dream vacation, your dream family vacation. This is a powerful tool as well. This gives you the opportunity to allow master traders to trade your money for you, and it has a lot more activity. They're trading more often in this one opposed to the FX Signals, okay? So I've already taken your first excuse away from you, that I don't want to do anything. I don't want to do it. I don't want to learn. Okay, you have two products that we're actually doing it for you. You may also say, well, Tonya, I don't want to put my money in one of those things. I don't want my money in the foreign exchange market. Didn't share this with you early on, but let me share it with you now. Your money is already working in the foreign exchange market, okay? Your money is already flowing through the foreign exchange market every evening that it's open, but you're not receiving the benefit of that happening. And how does that happen? Remember I asked you to grab your pen and a piece of paper so you can take copious notes? This is one of the things I want you to write down. It is called a bank swipe. President Ronald Reagan made this legal. You are not considered an owner to your money once you place it in your bank. Once it goes into a depository account, you are no longer considered an owner of it. You're considered a creditor to the bank. So they can legally take your money, which they do, between the hours of 12 o'clock at night and about 6 a.m. in the morning, and trade your money in the foreign exchange market so that they can multiply exponentially, put what they took out back, and the profits are theirs. So your money is already flowing in the foreign exchange market, but you're not getting the benefit of it. Here at Imarketslive, you learn a skill set and or have master traders trading your money for you, and now you're reaping the benefits of the money that you worked so hard for. It can now work hard for you. Now, the next product I want to share with you is the product I shared with you earlier, a swipe trade. When it was presented to me, it was told to me, Tonya, just copy, paste, and go into profit. And that's exactly what I did, okay? And that is called swipe trade. I copied some information that I received in a text alert from one app and pasted it into another app, and I went into a $22 profit in about 2 minutes. I have earned a lot more than that with swipe trades, and so have many, many other people that have partnered with me personally, okay? So this is not 100% hands-free, but you're simply copying and pasting information and going into profit. How simple is that? The next product I like to share with you is absolutely phenomenal to me, and I love this product so much because we have the phenomenal opportunity to have our CEO of our company, Mr. Christopher Terry himself, reach out and touch us 3 to 5 times per week with our daily swing trades. Let me give you a little bit of information about Mr. Christopher Terry. Mr. Christopher Terry is a multiple 8-figure trader, okay, and has been trading and educating in the Forex, futures, and equity market since 1994. He has made tens of millions of dollars in this space, and it was his heart to help other people, the average person, learn a skill set that can absolutely transform his or her life, okay? And so 3 to 5 times per week, we have the opportunity to receive an email notification. It's a text alert. It's a trade alert, okay? He's sending us the live trades that he's doing in the market as well, all right? So do you understand the power of what I just said? A multiple 8-figure trader himself that educates master traders. Not only is he a master trader, he educates master traders. And he's sending you the trades that he's putting in the live market 3 to 5 times per week via your email notification. So you simply open your email, copy and paste that information, and go into profit, okay? The next product that we have is a phenomenal product. But before I get there, I want to share something with you. In life, the only thing that no one can take away from you are the skill sets that you develop. I'm going to say that again. In life, the only thing that no one can take away from you are the skill sets that you develop. And that is so true. I like to use this example often, riding a bike, right? When you first learn how to ride a bike without the training wheels, no cheating, okay? When you first learned to ride a bike, you were probably wobbling, it was kind of difficult, but when you mastered the skill of riding that bicycle, no one can ever take that away from you. They can never take that away from you. So if you've not ridden a bike in decades, you can get on the bike right now and ride that bike. Now your legs may say, wait a minute now, it's been 2 decades since you've ridden a bike. But the point is, you can get back on that bicycle and begin to ride. Why? Because it's a skill that you learn. You'll experience total recall in your muscles. Your equilibrium won't get thrown off because it's familiar. You've learned it before, okay? Now, there's a Chinese proverb that I love. It says, give a man a fish, he eats for a day. Teach a man to fish, and he eats for a lifetime. And that is what we have access to here at Imarketslive. You have access to learning a skill that can never be taken away from you, all right? I absolutely love our mirror traders, where the master traders are trading your money for you. I do. It's 100% hands-free. You have experts doing it. I absolutely love our swipe trades and our swing trades, where somebody is giving you the information and you're just simply copying it, pasting it, and going into profit. However, they're giving you a fish. Give a man a fish, he eats for a day. Teach a man to fish, and he eats for a lifetime. And that is what's so powerful about Imarketslive. Not only do they provide products to get you into profit mode, you're truly earning while you're now crossing over into what I'm sharing with you now. And that is our Forex educational platform, which we call IML Academy, all right? In IML Academy, you get a complete basic to advanced Forex education. There are over 50 recorded educational videos that goes from beginner, intermediate, to advanced courses. We cover everything from technical analysis, harmonics, and market geometry. Don't let the internet throw you off, okay? You have access to our IML Academy 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. It is both in English and in Spanish. So this gives you the opportunity to learn how to trade like the pros at your own pace. It's self-paced. You pop in here and look at videos, you study at your own pace. And I think that's absolutely phenomenal. However, for me, that's great for people that learn that way. But for me, I love the fact that we have a phenomenal interactive learning experience. And it is called IML TV. Absolutely love it. IML TV gives you 35 plus hours of live education a week. I need you to hear me when I say that again. It gives you 35 plus hours of live education per week. And we have beginner sessions for people that are completely new to trading in the foreign exchange market, Monday through Friday. Now, what's so powerful about IML TV is you have the opportunity to sit at the feet of master traders, educators in this space live. You have the opportunity to interact with the educators via the chat room. So if you have any questions, you simply put your questions in the chat while they're teaching live so that you have the opportunity to have those questions answered by our educators. How powerful is that? How powerful is it to learn from the industry leading professionals on how to trade in this foreign exchange market? We offer translation in almost any language, so there's no excuse not to jump on one of these sessions and have a master trader, a phenomenal educator, training you and teaching you, holding your hand through this process. Now, our final product is our IML Harmonic Scanner, okay? Our Harmonic Scanner is your personal trading assistant. It's privately owned software created in-house. It scans the market for patterns whenever the market is open. It combines not only the Elliott waves, but also the Fibonacci techniques to show you not only what pairs that are they have high probability of being profitable in the market, but it also shows you a lot more. It shows you where to enter, where to get out. I don't want to confuse any of those of you that are not familiar with trading, because I wasn't, okay? So I'm going to keep this pretty simple. Our Harmonic Scanner is truly your personal trading assistant. Now, before I go further, I want to do a really quick recap, okay? So one, I told you I was going to take your excuses away from you. So the very first thing I did was take away your excuse that you can't do this. Oh, I've done this in my life. I've done that in my life. I've already told you, none of that makes a difference, okay? God has done miraculous things in my life, not only through the industry of network marketing and direct sales, but I am on a whole nother level with the skill set that I have learned and continuing to learn here at Imarketslive. So I've taken that excuse away from you. Okay, now our first two products, which are our mirror traders, FX Signals Live and the Fusion Trader, are where you have master traders that are trading your money for you. So I've taken the excuse away from you that you don't have time to do it. Okay, you have time to work extremely hard for your money. Position yourself where your money begins to work extremely hard for you, 100% hands-free with our mirror traders. Then I shared the next two products, our swipe trades and our swing trades. You're simply copying information that's being sent to you and pasting it and going into profit. Then I shared with you this, our Harmonic Scanner, okay, where you have your personal trading assistant. We also have the very strong educational platform, IML Academy, which gives you an opportunity to learn at your own pace this powerful multiple seven-figure skill set. And then lastly, you have IML TV, which is a live interactive opportunity to learn how to trade like the pros from a pro. Now, what do you need to get started? How do I get started, Tonya? I am so glad you asked me that question. There are two ways that you can partner with us here at Imarketslive. The first way that you can partner with us and become a student is our IML Platinum Package. Inside the Platinum Package, you have access to our IML Academy, our IML TV, our Harmonic Scanner, and our daily swing trades. At this level, your enrollment fee, your one-time enrollment fee would be $195, and then your monthly tuition would be $145. Now, the second way that you can partner with us, which is the way that I would suggest, it gives you the opportunity to have access to all of our products, all of our services, and our entire educational platform, and that is our Platinum Package Plus. What's included with this is everything I just mentioned, plus the swipe trades, plus the Fusion Trader, plus the FX Signals as well, okay? To become a student at this level, your initial enrollment fee is $235, and your ongoing tuition would be $185 per month. Now, before you talk yourself out of this, I want to share some things that Mr. Christopher Terry has done that is absolutely mind-blowing to me. It's phenomenal, okay? The first thing that I want to share with you is our 2 and Free program. At IML, our main goal is to help you break even, because right after that comes profit, okay? And so our 2 and Free program is this. Once you refer 2 people, only 2 people, not 2 people today, then it has to be 2 people next month, and then 2 people. No. only 2 people, once you refer 2 people that become customers / students here at Imarketslive, they see the value in the educational platform and they say, you know, that makes sense. I want to do that too. When they become active, your monthly tuition is waived. I need you to hear me again. Once you refer 2 people that see the value in this educational platform and they become students as well, your monthly tuition is waived. Thus, your initial investment was your enrollment fee of $235. How powerful is that, right? Now, before you get caught, for some reason we get caught up in, oh my goodness, I have to spend how much money, I have to do what, and then we flip out. We flip out when someone brings something to us that is not familiar, and we come up with every excuse in the world. So let me share this with you for those of you that have gone to college, attended college, graduated from college, any of those things, right? So we're going to do a little bit of math here. Because when we went to college, we didn't ask 1,000 questions about how much debt we were going to be in to get that degree that we, A, never used, or because we couldn't get a job in our field, right? Or B, we couldn't complete the degree because we went into so much debt. So we're going to do a little bit of math. If we were to look at your investment with us here at Imarketslive over a year, okay, over a year, if your initial investment, your enrollment fee is $235 plus the $185 per month times 11 months, because you know it's 12 months. Follow me here, right? So $185 times 11 plus $235, you're looking at your annual investment to learn a multiple 7-figure skill set is $2,270. And that is only if you don't refer 2 people to become students. To learn a multiple 7-figure skill set, how powerful is that? Now, what's also powerful to me and touches my heart is because Mr. Christopher Terry wanted this to not only be affordable, but he wanted you to have an opportunity that before you talk yourself out of this, to at least look at it, okay? So we offer a 100% money-back guarantee within your first 7 days of enrolling with us. What does that mean? That means you've listened to this information, you've seen something on social media, you know somebody personally, or you've seen people with these phenomenal reports. Their money is working for them. They're not working as hard for their money anymore, and you want to get started. So you've pushed past fear and you've enrolled. Within your first 7 days, if you allow fear to grip you to the point that you can't stand it and fear wins out and you're okay with going back to the normal, my money just sits in the bank, then Mr. Christopher Terry will send back your enrollment fee, the $195 or the $235 within your first 7 days, no questions asked, okay? How powerful is that? You have the opportunity to partner with an educational platform with leadership that is absolutely phenomenal and has the experience to back what it's providing for a nominal investment of $235 to have access to everything. You have the opportunity to refer 2 other people, sow into the lives of 2 other people, the power of this educational platform, and you never pay tuition again at all, actually. Okay? And if you jump in and you see you feel like it's not for you and fear grips you, then you can always cancel within your first 7 days and receive your entire enrollment fee back. How powerful is that? I want to be the first person to say, welcome to the IML family. I know you see the value of allowing your money to work hard for you and you not continue to work so hard for your money. I thank you for giving me this opportunity to share this information with you. Please get back with the person that referred you to this webinar or to this call. They are excited to partner with you. They are excited to get you in profit mode as quickly as possible. Thank you, thank you, thank you for spending this time with me. Again, welcome to the IML family and have an amazing, amazing, amazing day.